service ambassadors will be popping up all over the busiest stations all over the city, including right here outside Barclays Center. And that's all because the MTA is hoping to improve their customer service. They're hoping that some real FaceTime will help you to troubleshoot your commute. Instead of staying behind the glass of a help booth like you normally see MTA workers, MTA officials tell us the ambassadors will help commuters and subway riders all over the station at entrances, even on platforms. The new positions will put employees through customer service training. They'll be given mobile devices to help riders out with real-time information on service changes and updates. The year-long pilot program will spread out at high traffic stations, and riders say that the extra help can't hurt.
I think it'll be a good idea, especially like during the rush hour times, to have someone quickly answer your question instead of like having to wait on a line and look for someone to get a response. I think it's just a good way to be more present in the MTA system.
And the MTA officials tell us that they're finalizing the schedule, but riders can expect these ambassadors to be popping up over the next few weeks in different stations, so be on the lookout for that.
Police are giving us a look at two men they want to speak with in connection with a homicide that we told you about last week. Now, here's the video. As we reported, police found Angel Perez lying on the ground with a bullet wound to the back. As we reported, that shooting happened back on November 11th, just after 1 in the morning at the corner of 179th Street and LaFontaine Avenue. We're told one man is around 5 feet tall, the other around 6 foot tall.
A really brutal attack. It happened earlier this month, but police just released video they want you to see. Investigators say a 26-year-old woman was walking into Concrete Plant Park here on Bruckner Boulevard when this man reportedly hit her in the back of the head, causing her to pass out. When she woke up, the guy was reportedly on top of her, rubbing his body on hers. Police say the woman tried to fight the man off, but he fought back, biting her lip and punching her in the face. Eventually, cops say he took off and the woman was treated at the hospital and had to get 150 stitches to her lip. Now, this video is a little hard to see, but the suspect is being described as about 6'4", 250 pounds, and wearing a Chicago Bulls hat. Of course, if you have any information on who this guy might be, give Crime Stoppers a call.
I'm Tim Stenevec. These are your top business and tech stories from this week, and a look at what investors are watching next week. Monday is Cyber Monday, and Congress comes back from vacation on Tuesday. Investors will be watching to see if lawmakers will pass a tax reform bill. Changing consumer appetites and a push away from store shopping has thinned Thanksgiving Day and Black Friday crowds for the past 2 years. But foot traffic in many locations around the country has been strong in 2017. The National Retail Federation is projecting sales for November and December will rise about 4% this year. Non-store sales, which includes online sales, are expected to rise 11% to about $140 billion. Retailers spend all year gearing up for National Shopping Holiday Black Friday, but does the date really matter for web giants like Amazon? Senior reporter at Racked, Eliza Brooke, told Cheddar when you're as big as Amazon, any day can be a money-making holiday.
I mean, Amazon's doing a ton for Black Friday. It started its sales on, I want to say the 17th, and has kind of been ramping them up, and they're going to keep going. So certainly Amazon is capitalizing on the fact that people want to shop, and it's everybody's favorite online retailer. But as you guys are saying, yeah, if you're big enough, you can just create your own Black Friday. I believe this past year, Amazon doesn't release numbers on its Prime Day sales, but according to the company, Prime Day was bigger than Black Friday and Cyber Monday for it that year. So, it's kind of Cyber Monday. I mean, Black Friday is kind of, it's an ever-changing thing. And if you're Amazon, you can just make your own.
I'm Tim Stenevec. Those are your top business and tech headlines from Cheddar on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange.
Literally, we feel our lives are threatened when we try to cross the street there.
Tillery and Flatbush Avenue named the worst intersection in the state by Time magazine after studying statistics by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
And I see a lot of cars, even stop signs, like they try to beat the turning signal, and then they wind up, smashing into each other.
The Manhattan and Brooklyn bridges, as well as Brooklyn-Queens Expressway, all meet near the intersection. The last fatal accident was in 2013 when a car turning left hit a motorcyclist. NYPD data shows there have been 425 collisions there since 2012. Many pedestrians use the corner as well.
Cross the crosswalk probably 2 or 3 days a week. I never feel unsafe as an adult, but I think if I had children, I would definitely be a little bit concerned about it.
Olivia Takaski, one parent who avoids the intersection at all costs.
Had cars literally confront me holding 2 5-year-olds' hands and drivers yelling at me trying to make a left-hand turn while I'm in the intersection holding my children's hands.
While there are already many safety measures in place such as turning lights, traffic police, and stop signs, some people in the neighborhood say more should be done to fix this intersection.
Do you think speed cameras would help? I don't know the statistics on that and how it works other places, but absolutely, increased number of traffic cops and crossing guards who are actually engaged and working to help pedestrians cross the street.
As part of Mayor de Blasio's Vision Zero initiative, there is a plan for the DOT to increase the pedestrian entrance at the Brooklyn Bridge and add more crosswalks.
Bus service along Flatbush Avenue leaves a lot to be desired, according to riders. Between the congestion, the overcrowding, and the wait.
I have waited on average 45 minutes for a bus.
It should be better than this. It's not good at all.
But all that could change if the MTA and the DOT introduce select bus service along Flatbush all the way from Mill Basin to downtown.
I wouldn't have to worry about, waiting 30 minutes for a bus.
It's one of 5 proposed routes in our borough that the agencies say could benefit from select bus service. They say the system speeds things up by up to 30% with features like bus-only lanes, fewer stops, paying your fare before getting on, and all-door boarding.
It breaks up the congestion of everybody going in one single door. There's 3 different doors to enter.
The DOT's plan, part of a proposal to expand the SBS network citywide, which would more than double ridership to 800,000 people per day.
It would definitely make it easier for everyone to get to where they're going faster.
The other proposed SBS lines in our borough include Church Avenue, several connectors between East and West in South Brooklyn, and a route to JFK Airport. And these riders, for one, are on board.
They should bring select bus everywhere. It's better for the public.
So just how realistic is this plan? Well, the DOT says between 2 and 3 SBS routes will launch each year.
This neighborhood can be a dangerous place to live.
Sometimes I hear gunshots, people getting hurt, getting injured, maybe sometimes get people dying.
Which is why these students who attend the Sonia Sotomayor Community Center on Rosedale Avenue are looking for ways to protect their community.
That about 2-3 years ago, the youth was not involved in the community. It was more the adults of the community that was involved. So we wanted to teach the youth how the impact that they can make.
And these kids had an idea, creating a map that tracks homelessness, poverty, misuse of land, and crime in their neighborhood in an effort to assist police.
They can use the extra help to find out. We can use their help as well.
So when a community member sees suspicious activity, they can head right to the website and enter an anonymous tip.
If you notice, there's an option where you can put your name. You can still remain anonymous by not putting your name.
The map started out on paper, students marking incidents at the locations in which they witnessed them. But with the help of Phipps Neighborhoods, which runs the community center, students in the youth group are now digitizing their idea.
And every single time that you give us a tip, Community Watch does a little investigation. We will label it in our computer, and then we'll show it to 43rd Precinct.
Those labels are color-coded on the map based on the type of incident witnessed.
The cops can trust us more, and that can influence other kids to trust the cops more.
Students will be presenting their finished site to the community and cops in December.